Hey guys, and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Dior bronzers, and I have number 3 and 4 and I'm going to be comparing them for you. I'm going to show you how they look on my face, and also I'm going to show you close-ups and swatches in natural light like I always do. If that's your first time here, welcome. I love talking about luxury beauty and I always do my best to show you the latest luxury beauty releases, and I always make sure to show you the products in natural light along with swatches so that you can make an empowered decision whether a product is right for you or not. If that sounds interesting, please make sure to subscribe and join the fun. Also, don't forget to leave me a comment. If you're returning, welcome back, dear friends. Now let's go ahead and get started with these bronzers. So first of all, I wanted to give you a close-up of the packaging, and it's very beautiful. It's that light cream cushiony leather packaging, which, to be honest, I would never put in my makeup bag because it's going to get dirty quite easily. As beautiful as it is, this is just to sit on your dressing table, or that's what I do because I suppose that this is going to get dirty quite easily. Now I want to give you a close-up of the box and also the ingredients, and here you can pause the video in case you want to see the ingredients, but this powder doesn't contain talc. And here on the left we have number 3, and on the right is number 4, which is well loved and used at this point. At the time when I'm recording this voiceover, I've used already number 3 for a couple of days, and I have to say that I like both of these bronzers, but I definitely prefer number 4 because over time, as it sits on my skin, it tends to oxidize a little bit, and somehow I prefer number 4 a little bit better than number 3 for my skin type, for my skin tone, and for this season. You can see that in the pans, number 4 looks paler and number 3 looks a little bit more with a reddish undertone. You're going to see that on my skin, it looks quite natural. Even number 3 looks quite natural, but still, if I had to pick only one for my skin tone, I would definitely go for number 4. The powders look quite intense in the pan, however they are very easy to blend on the face. You're going to see when I start applying them on my face that they don't show up as intense, and I can actually build up the color and customize the color, which is something that I really like because as I get darker, I can just apply a little bit more, or when I'm paler during the winter season, I can apply less and I can absolutely customize the color. And these are the swatches of the two bronzers. Once again, on the left is number 3 and on the right is number 4. You can see that number 3 leans a little bit more reddish, and I think that my preference is number 4, but let's go ahead and see. So I'm going to start with number 3 and use it on this side of my face. You can see that it's very easy to pick the product here. The bronzer is matte. Both of the bronzers are matte. So I don't have a blush, I only have a light base and some powder, and everything that I have on my face is going to be in the description box. I don't have much actually. Today I decided not to use makeup on my eyes because my eyes are a little bit sensitive, so I decided just to pop on some lipstick and skip the makeup. Okay, so you can see that it gives me immediately some warmth. And I'm going to use the bronzer actually a little bit here also, something like a blush, like... I like these bronzers from Dior because you don't have to worry that you're going to apply too much. They're actually very easy to apply. And as you can see, they're not very pigmented. So you can see that I'm not getting so much color, which is great because with some bronzers that are very pigmented, you have to be careful, and these are very amateur friendly. Okay, so you can see how it looks. So just to let you know, I always like to use natural light in my videos. So I have a big window that's coming from this side of my face, and then I have lighting only here on this part, because I believe that if I use more natural light, it's going to help to better see how the colors look in real life versus studio lights always make things, change things a little bit. So far, I really like it. It actually gave so much warmth to my skin, and I think this bronzer is going to be excellent for the summertime. Now I'm going to clean the brush in a towel so that I can use the same brush on this side of my face. Now we are moving on to number 4, and I have to say you can see that I used quite a lot of bronzer, like I dipped my brush many times, and you see that it doesn't really show up a lot on my face. So you definitely have a lot of playtime with this bronzers. They are quite natural on the skin, and I think that even if you have pale skin like mine, you shouldn't be afraid to pick number 3 or number 4. I don't know, and I haven't seen in person number 1 and number 2, but I suppose that they're just going to be way too pale for me. So definitely number 4 has more color. Okay. So it doesn't look like that. When I look them in the pan, it looks almost like number 3 is a little bit more intense. But once I start applying it on my face, you can see that I don't need any more bronzer. In my opinion, I just don't need any more bronzer. You can see that just with a few swipes, I got number 4 and my face is already bronzed. So definitely number 4 gives a lot more color, or a little bit more color. Okay, so now let me move my hair so that you can see. This is the side with number 3. And this is number 4. Now, to be honest with you, as I look at myself in the mirror, I think that I like both sides. Probably number 3 looks a little bit more natural on me. I have neutral skin tone, so which means that both cool tones and warm tones work quite well on me. But when it comes to bronzers, I think that probably warm tones work a little bit better, but it also depends on the season probably. You can see the 2 bronzers. I think that they both look quite nice. They both look well on my skin. I think that number 3 is definitely a little bit lighter, like a fraction lighter, and I think that number 3 is probably a fraction looks better, but when I look at them in the pans, I'm definitely more attracted to number 4. On my skin though, I think number 3 looks a little bit better. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay guys, so that's it. Number 3 on this side and number 4 is on this side. Definitely number 4 shows a little bit more color on me, which is something that I like actually. I'm not really sure. I think that right now number 3 fits my skin tone a little bit better. These are very good bronzers. They have a light floral scent, and if you have some of the Dior blushes that come in this packaging, like the Dior blush luminizer, this one has the same fragrance. So they have a fragrance, but it's not bothering me in any way. It's a very, very light fragrance. So I have to really come close to the powder to smell it. So it's not overpowering or it's not irritating. Still, if you're sensitive to fragrances and if you absolutely don't like fragrances in your makeup, it could be an issue for you. And one last thing before I end this video, I actually recently purchased the Guerlain bronzer. This is from the new Summer 2021 makeup collection, and this one is Terracotta in Light Bloom. So this one has a little bit of blusher in the middle. Now, if I had to choose between this bronzer and the Dior bronzers, they are both beautiful. The main difference is that this one has a little bit of sheen. So if you like a little bit of glow, you cannot see it really on my face because I have normal to combination skin. I naturally have this glow on my skin going on. Even when I powder my face, this glow would come out. So since these are going to be, I think, the 2 most popular bronzers of summer 2021, just keep in mind that the Dior bronzers are all matte, which is probably going to show up if you have dry skin. And this bronzer, it has a little bit of luminosity, so it's not like it has shimmer. It doesn't have any shimmer. I have a review of this bronzer, so in case you're interested, I'm going to have a link in the description box. You can go ahead and watch. I also reviewed the new Guerlain Kiss Kiss Shine Bloom lipsticks, and I have 4 colors from these, and you can see lip swatches and arm swatches. But back to the bronzers. So this one has a little bit of luminosity, whereas the Dior bronzers are completely matte. And as to be expected, the fragrance in the Guerlain bronzer is a lot stronger than in Dior. In Dior, the fragrance is barely there. It's very light, whereas in Guerlain's products are very heavily fragranced. So just to keep that in mind. Okay guys, so that was all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and follow me on Instagram. I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, bye!